Sera Control has been at the top of the meta reports for a very, very long time, but I have to say, I think the versions of the deck that people play are suboptimal. I spent a really long time building this version of the deck, and it is without doubt the best version of Sera Control that I have ever seen. Sera Control is all about getting your Sera down on turn 5, and then on turn 6, just exploding with value. Particularly cards like Shang-Chi and Killmonger are staple cards in Sera Control, getting that surprise value. Enchantress and Rogue are also good options, but at the moment there doesn't seem to be a huge amount of ongoing cards in the meta, which is why I've decided not to go for either of them. Invisible Woman got buffed about a month ago to 3 stats, and ever since this card has been extraordinary, and she's particularly good in Sera Control. The reason for this is you can play your Invisible Woman on turn 2, then on turn 3 you can hide your Killmonger into your Invisible Woman, meaning that you've got even more cards to play a little bit later on. It's just a really nice combo, but there's other synergies with Invisible Woman. One that is not obvious but is just extraordinary is the synergy Invisible Woman has with Hitmonkey. You can play your Hitmonkey into your Invisible Woman location on turn 3, turn 4, or turn 5, but then when it reveals on turn 6, Hitmonkey is going to be including all the cards you play on turn 6, but then all the cards which Invisible Woman is hiding. Similarly, if you end up hiding 3 different cards into your Invisible Woman and then play your Hitmonkey on turn 6, those 3 cards which Invisible Woman is hiding will count as 6 points towards your Hitmonkey. The other thing that Invisible Woman gives you is that surprise value and that way of farming those extra cubes. Turn 6 surprise value is so valuable in Marvel Snap because of the fact that the cubes double on turn 6. So if you can surprise your opponent with big points out of nowhere, you're going to be climbing the ranked ladder and the conquest ladder very, very smoothly. The other key card that is essential in these Sera Control decks, in my opinion, is Bast. And Bast is probably one of the highest skill ceiling cards to use in the game. The reason I say that is so many people, I'm looking at you, are going to play Bast on turn 1 if they've got it, pretty much no matter what. However, there is a lot of maths going on with Bast where sometimes it's better to just hold on to that Bast a little bit longer because you get that 1 extra card in your hand, and Bast can be giving, for example, 6 points onto the hood. Similarly, Bast gives you 5 points onto Mysterio. So it's not always correct to play Bast on turn 1 if you have it. You might just want to wait until there's a few more cards into your hand, but you don't want to hold on for that Bast for too long. It's really tough to make the decision on it, but it's just something you need to be thinking about, and the more you play the deck, the better you'll get with it. There isn't a definitive rule. It's just really based on how many points is the Bast worth in your hand, and is it going to get better with the next card draw. Kitty Pryde has been a huge addition to these Sera Control lists. Previously, you were forced to play Sentinel, which just isn't a very good card, but Kitty Pryde is extraordinary. Having a 1-cost card you can play in a Killmonger deck is very, very valuable. Kitty Pryde also pretty good with the Invisible Woman if you're expecting a Wave deck. Wave decks are very good against this, but Wave completely shuts down the Kitty Pryde as it's going to come back into your hand on turn 6, and then you can only play Kitty Pryde on 6. But if you put your Kitty Pryde into your Invisible Woman on turn number 5, that does mean that then she's going to stay there at the end of the game and you can play a different card on turn number 6. Kitty Pryde, of course, is really good with Angela and Bishop as well, and the Mysterio, Hitmonkey, Kitty Pryde, Angela package with Bast just all fit together so damn smoothly. The Hood is a card that a lot of people do not play in this archetype, and I think it's an essential card. You've got a bunch of synergy with it, being able to Bast this card up, but then also just being able to destroy it with Killmonger and play a big 6-point demon, often going to be behind your Invisible Woman after your Killmongers come through, or just a card you can play for 6 stats on turn number 6. It's just really solid in my opinion. And finally, the secret specie spice that you've all been waiting for me to talk about is the Goose. Many of you know I'm a huge fan of this card. I actually get memed on by a bunch of very good players for my love for this card, but it just fits so damn well in this list. Sera is reducing the cost of everything, so you can even Shang-Chi your Goose lane at times, but being able to play cards like the Demon, the Kitty Pryde, the Angela, the Bishop, the Goose is just extraordinary because it really just gives you that ability to win a couple of lanes. Often you're very strong into your Angela or Bishop lane, but it's pretty difficult elsewhere. But often what I'll do is I'll play Angela and Bishop maybe in one lane, Goose in another lane, and a lot of decks are really struggling to deal with Goose in the current meta. Goose got a lot better outside of wave decks ever since wave changed. Previously, a big problem with Goose was people could sneak in Death and She-Hulk, but these cards are just not common at the moment, and I think Goose is better than ever, particularly with Kitty Pryde. Overall, this deck is just a juicer. I have so much fun playing it, and it is a really solid list. The video you're watching is my only attempt at a Conquest run with this deck, and it is an absolute belter. I do hope you enjoy the gold Conquest run to see if I can secure this infinity ticket. Oh, and I've got my man Harry. First time in a long time. Shuri's lab, hot location. Yeah, it seems like it. Of course. Oh! Oh, God. Well, that's not good news. The first game with Sera Control deck, and we get Spider Hammed. Looks like Sera Control ain't it right now. It's just unbelievable how bad that is for us. The rest of my hand's pretty good, though. The locations look okay. I'm gonna run. So I wanted to try Sera Control, but the fact that that's already happened is making me kind of less motivated to continue playing it. Okay. Fine by me. Definitely not going to run. I'm not going to snap back just yet. I don't hate the idea of snapping back. I don't really care that much about... Oh, God! Okay. Invisible Woman. Curious. I think we're in a good spot here. Quog's pretty good. Does to Killmonger though. Invisible Woman, Shang-Chi off to the right looks good. I think it might be better to play the Hit Monkey here rather than the Kitty Pryde. Maybe that's not true. Hit Monkey's only going to cost 1 on the last turn after Sera. Let's go for the Sera mid. So we're in a pretty bloody good spot. One, 2, 3, 6. So we're going to play the Shang-Chi. We could play the Pig and the Rock for extra points on Hit Monkey. I think we want the real Mysterio over here. Probably the Hit Monkey over here too. We probably want the Kitty here. I guess we want the Shang-Chi here, right? Let's lock this in. The Hit Monkey and the Kitty could have swapped. I have no idea what he's playing. What is hidden behind this Invisible Woman? Is it a Hella deck of some... Stegron move? Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. The Rocket Raccoon is such a high roll. We're fine. 8 cubes. Thank you very much. Cheers. Whew. This Rocket Raccoon, man, was almost one of the best finds that he could get, right? That's an 8 cuber. Why not Goose Angela? I just wanted to split the lanes a bit more. Goose Angela's like almost too much of a commitment in a weird way. We don't want a Kitty Pryde Sinister London, I don't think. I mean, I guess we can on turn 1. We end up with 2 cards back in hand, so I'm going to be at 3, 5. Goose is going to be popping off in Sinister London, I think. I'm really loving the Goose. I think Goose is just super underrated. Goose over Enchantress because of high roll Evo. Yeah, we could play Enchantress. I just don't think Enchantress is doing that much. I play Bast as well, right? Okay, the Zabu's actually pretty scary then. Maybe we're not as quite a good of... Oh, God. Alright, this game's just gone very wonky very quickly. We'll go for the Bishop and hopefully it obviously moves into the Nexus. But this has gone pretty pear-shaped with the Goose positioning. Brilliant. Kitty's probably not particularly good because of the Killmonger. What? Game? Why are all my cards blanked out, guys? My game's bugged out. Hello? Is my game actually bugged out? What? Okay, brilliant. My game is completely bugged out. That's very epic. Such nonsense. Like, what? He muted me? Well, I'm not BMing. The game flipping bugged out. Someone can let him know, please. It's not a bad hit monkey though, is it? Concern is going to be Shang-Chi. Killmonger's also a lot of points. Alright, all eyes on Invisible Woman. Wow, we won? Oh my goodness. We beat Harry and the game bugged out on turn 5. GG. Mean that Spider-Ham is maybe a bit overrated. Bast is a snap. Bast is so broken, man. What a card. Really just an insane card. Nebula's pretty bad against Kitty as well. Silk, first time I've seen her. I say I've just not been playing the last week, unfortunately. Let's bishop here. Silk, Fisk Tower. Great combo. That's OP. I mean, we don't care about the Nebula, I suppose. We can't snap again, but we want to get that cloning VATS value. Shanna again. It's a pretty good one with a Sunspot. See ya, Silk. Silk not popping off too hard this this game. That's ridiculous. Might have been better just playing Demon instead of this Invisible Woman. Okay, sure. GG. Pretty easy one. This isn't really a Bast hand so much. We hit the Mysterio, sure. This looks like a really bad game for us, actually. Pretty much not looking hot. Sentinel looks useful. Not worried about Nebula so much because I'm hoping to just hit Killmonger this game, I suppose. They still haven't snapped on us, so we can just chill for the moment. The hood is just so insane when you Bast it. Okay, and we've played into the Storm lane. Pretty exciting. Probably just going to go Sentinel hit Monkey here. Looking for the Killmonger later. Two turns to draw it. Invisible Woman makes it, I think, more of like a threat that our opponent's going to be worried about, so we're going to play her. I guess, though, like, the energy that I'm spending to play the hood means that I can't even threaten it, so we probably shouldn't bother, right? To be truthful. If we do find it, we just go Killmonger Demon. Beautiful. We can lose here to Doom, perhaps. Shanna's also a little bit scary, actually. We know they have a Shanna. The fact that we're killing our hood is not ideal. 3 points there. Here we go. I think we're well within our right to have stayed in here. Ouch. Maybe not. The Shanna was a little bit obvious, wasn't it? In fairness, if they hit like a 1 power card, we were fine. We would have won the tiebreaker as well. There's quite a lot of 1 power 1 drops. This is a -2 as well, but they also could have played this better with Silk. Silk first, then Shanna was significantly better. I guess they weren't expecting the Killmonger. Oof. It's kind of retreatable, I think. Killmonger looking good. Solid. Sera's not particularly good here, I have to say. There he is. We're definitely supposed to snap from here, right? Yep. Did you... Yeah, I've seen the pig supposedly counts as like a 4-cost card. A bit weird that, if you ask me. I'm not sure why. That's a really bad location for us. At least you have the bishop. But yeah, Kitty is going to be a pretty crucial card here because we're just going to have not a lot of energy. Not a lot of cards to spend energy on otherwise. Okay, it's pretty interesting too. My hand's a bit awkward because I want a Bast, but then I need the Killmonger and the Demon out of my hand to do so. I'm not sure on the Stegron situation, I must admit. We can try to compete for middle, but it does seem a little on the optimistic side. So I think we don't bother. Oh, come on. Oh, that's fine. Wait, that doesn't... That's absolutely fine, mate. This might be the best pig of all time. Okay, Silk's going to end up mid anyway at some point. They have the Jeff. Shanna. And this is the thing, right? We're just running out of energy, like I said earlier in the game when Pegasus showed up. Playing Kitty. It's fine. Okay. It depends on the hand. Often it is better to hold the Bast, but it really just depends on what's in your hand. It's... A lot of people will just Bast on turn 1, but a lot of the time it can be correct not to. I mean, I guess we go for the most points that we can. I can kind of see this though as well. Not very confident that we've got this. I'm going to snap to apply some pressure though, because I think if we lose this one, we're in real trouble. I'd be pretty happy with a concede here. This just doesn't seem like a particularly good matchup for us overall. Come on, pray for me. We went for the most points we could to the left. Nice. Oh, Silk. Silk, we don't want her at the left. Wait, are we good? I think we're good. Let's go! 3-0. Whew. It was a very, very risky snap, but we found the lines. And suddenly, we're in business. So we can talk about Bast, like, based on the hand, right? So we don't have Bast here. But would it be better to Bast with this hand? Probably. Like, it'd probably be better to play the Kitty and then Bast. We're getting 3 on Kitty, 2 without. But then we would have, like, an extra card in hand. So I think in this case it would be better to play Kitty. Because then, like, let's say this Invisible Woman was Bast or something. Because then, like, if we hit Mysterio off the top, that's an extra, like, 1,000,000 points, basically. Goose, this turn could be fine. So we just go for it. I think the Raft definitely suits us more than it does our opponent. We have a pretty good curve overall. Okay. Bishop's going to go into the Raft. Start filling it up. Might get 2 Rafts. Mirror Dimension might also stop us playing into the Raft. Okay, Raft is not a thing. Mirror Dimension to Pet Mansion looks good for us, though, I have to say. Now, my question is, can I play Mysterio this turn? Will it actually spawn elsewhere? Does anybody know? Because I have no idea. Excuse me. All cards must be played here. I don't think it's going to work, right? Wow, thank you. That's very kind. Thanks so much, mate. Looks like a win. I guess, like, is there ever a world we play like this? Jeff can move still. It's also possible we could have gone Bast mid. Could have played the obvious way. The Jeff move is very surprising to me. Oh god. I think we're fine though. GG. Alright, it looked like we were up against it, but we found the line. This snap and decision to stay in it when it wasn't guaranteed paid off. It was a risk, but it worked out. We're now on to Battle 3 with Sera Control. Can we get this Infinity ticket with Sera Control deck? Wood. Great name. Very unique. So Bast on 1. The first question we're going to ask ourselves. It's not really doing much for us when I have Killmonger. We can just play the Hood. Because most likely I am going to want to play the Killmonger. We're even too lazy to put an avatar. I really hate that it's like, I have to do that for every time I want to play a card. So I'll just Killmonger on 3 here. Having said that, the Goose looks tempting. But let's Killmonger on 3. We'll take the Snap as well. Goose into the hub. Looking very strong. I think Goose is the secret sauce with this deck, mate. Goose is just being underrated left, right, and center. Okay, that's a little bit intimidating, I must say. Having said that, we do have the demon. We could try our luck. I'm pretty sure I'm not playing Sera this game if I don't Goose like over here. I want a Goose here, that's for sure. Do we try our luck or do we just accept that we're losing it? The most points I can get there is 9. But I can also... Oh, it's actually more than 9. Do this. Let's try this. Because then we have the surprise value. Copium. Oh, and also we saved ourselves a point from the Wasp. Alright. Well, it's looking good. It's a real tricky one. But I'm struggling to look past the Goose play, honestly. Even though it's not even that necessarily that good for us. They're most likely players like Spider-Man, for example, right? Unfortunately, we don't have initiative, so... Not feeling too good about this one, but I'm going to stay in. They don't know that I'm winning the right. I'm staying in. I've made my decision. Yeah, we win, right? We lose to Doom, I guess, maybe? Do we even? Oh my god, it's Kang. Holy moly, it's Kang. Kang is probably cracked in Conquest mode because it's closed lists. I respect that a lot. Is it a random Kang? Looks like it might have been a random Kang. Oh, let's go! Woo! It was only 2 cubes. Yeah, the Goose decision controversial, but you can see why I went for it. Bast on 1 gives us points on 2 bishops. Pretty good. You can't get Can randomly? Wait. Surely you can. Off like Triskelon. Killmonger going to be the all-important card here. Bit scared about our bishop ending up in Halla here and dying. Let's hope not. Storm again. Oh god. Oh god. Well.
It's clobbering time.
One of that's going mid. Not looking too hot, is it? So we're at 7 here. -1. We're at 8. I mean, the Killmonger might still be winning it for me. If I had Goose mid, I would maybe feel a bit better. Could have maybe stayed, honestly. Especially with them having Kang. Kang's just a juicer of a card, mate. People really underestimate how good Kang is. Like, in this draft tournament I played recently, KM Best was commentating, right? And when I picked Kang, he was like, what a trash pick. And I was like, what? I'm on, like, such a different wavelength. I think Kang is just a really good pick in a draft mode, especially when there's so many bad cards. Also, it's like, I'm against Nina, right? So the difference is me, like, the difference is of picking Kang, it's not only, like, it's not only do I get Kang, but it's my opponent doesn't get Kang. That's a huge deal in a draft mode format. My worry is Storm off to the left, actually. Looks pretty likely, doesn't it? Oh, for flip's sake. Alright, it's looking like a pretty easy win then. The bishop is actually a big waste. I mean, this is just a free win, this game, to be fair. Because of Mojo World and Rickety Bridge tiebreaker. Like, we're always winning Mojo World by 100, and then we just tiebreak Rickety Bridge and we just win a million cubes. We'll make sure... I guess, like, if we get hit... There's a tricky thing here is that they can Pro X us if I don't play the Killmonger, right? So... They can see it. They can still Pro X, of course, as well, but I still have the hit monkey points, which they don't know about. Well, there's going to be that many points, unfortunately. Unless we hit Mysterio. Is it a bit? Most likely just Kang from them here, but they might not have drawn it. Looks like a pretty easy win, actually. They should have gone Doom to the right as well. This was a misplay. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm not winning. It's close. Maybe I'm losing, bruv. Hitmonkey's pretty okay. Oh, the Bast dying! Is that the difference maker? It's a tie. Wow. Tie! You can't do him right? Oh, because of Goose, of course. Goose wins games. This is for the Infinity ticket as well, mate. This is a big game. So far, we've done alright. Gonna hold off on the hood and try and get the Bast. Or... if I know I have... okay, it's not ideal. The stakes really are high. It's nice to have stakes in Marvel Snap. It's not something I've been used to recently.
Wind, aid my hand.
I would like to Goose this turn. Doesn't look particularly winnable, unfortunately. We can go Mysterio, Hitmonkey, Demon to the left. Doesn't seem like it's going to be enough, does it? I would be snapping if I was them. Why would you not snap when you're playing Kang? I would have left. I mean, maybe they try and like go for some. I guess the Demon helps. Maybe they go for some kind of Spider-Man play here. We haven't seen Spider-Man yet, but maybe like we should play around Spider-Man instead. Controversial snap! But I think we got their number. We probably should have roped this one all the way down. Oof. Maybe we didn't get their number. I mean, we can still run from this position. It's not like we have to stay. So they skipped turn 1, turn 2. They played Storm on 3. On turn 4, they played Psych. Oh, let's go! Let's go! Arrivederci. Oh my god. Big victory. Yeah, Gambler Bot. That's the time to snap, right? When you think you've just got that little bit of an insight. We didn't get the prediction right, but it still worked out for us. Luke's bar is a big advantage for them. I would probably retreat if they snapped on 1 here. With the fact that they have Doctor Doom. They can't Pro X us. Well, they can to the left, actually. I suppose we'll just take the Killmonger. Good chance they play like Nebula here. Yeah, I mean, this game's just a stinker, innit? There's no way we can really win from here, I think. I fear. Bad set of locations, move on. I think we're in a really bad matchup. We've just done well to start off with. I'm actually only at 1 Infinity ticket, believe it or not. We got it in the last, well, the first run of the day. I didn't play Conquest mode for the first week because I was on holiday. So here I'm deciding to take the Kitty, even though it's like 1 point better to play Bast. My Bast can improve still. If I hit like Angela, that's +3. If I hit flipping Hitmonkey, it's +3. All this kind of stuff. It's just gotta be a snap, hasn't it? Kitty Pride Shuri's lab is just cracked. Okay, fair enough. We look alright here though still. We don't want to Killmonger at this point. It's looking good, ladies and gentlemen. It's looking very, very good indeed. Cyclops, the thing, maybe? Cyclops. There's still the threat of Doom, of course. But we can still add more points as well. Sera's not so bad into Citadel either. Kang on 6 would have been better here, I would wager. No more snapping can take place. We're at 4 cubes, and it's lethal for them. If we lose, we're down to 3 cubes. Oof. Big oof, mate. That's a problem. A huge problem. Do we just lose to Doom? We can only grow by 2 points to the right. I mean, I think the players actually kill... No, it's not Killmonger. I guess we're just losing. They got us. It's a shame, innit? Holy moly, mate. Wow. The Citadel saved them, mate. Did nothing for me and it did so much for them. I did get got, though, with this Spider-Man play. I feel like I could have done better, mate. And unfortunately, I didn't... Invisible Shang, you get... Oh, yeah, that's true. That was a line. Damn. Controversial snap. I'm just kind of screwed, I think, at this point. Just need to hope they low roll. Well, we haven't seen Jeff yet, but most likely it exists. There's one card of theirs we haven't seen. Jeff is likely. Not guaranteed. No, we've not seen High Evo. So they don't actually have Jeff. Guaranteed. Get in. Not really sure I want to play the Hood actually at this moment. With Atalan in particular. It's actually a real shame. They're going for the double storm location. Oh my god, where's my Killmonger, bruv? Where's my Killmonger, dude? Oh, we lost. Feels bad. Oh, the flooding's still open. And we still lost. Wait, they still played nothing? Did they realize that they could play something? Did we actually win? I mean, we lose to Jeff, but they can't. No, they can't have Jeff. Oh my god. How did they... What? Why did they not... What? How the hell did we win that? I'm mind blown right now. Unfortunately, they're not dead. Because we only did 3 damage, so we have to win one of the next 2 games for our infinity ticket with Sera Control. The list has felt very, very smooth. I don't know what just happened. No more snapping available. Come on, the locations, be kind. Alright, Bast is a good start. I could see us taking it, but Killmonger maybe means I'm not so interested in it. I'm actually just going to play the Hood over here and then Killmonger later on. Take the Invisible Woman next. Ooh, Bugle's a bit scary for us. Okay. You would imagine they're looking to Pro X the Nebula. Because it protects it from Killmonger somewhat, so we don't necessarily need to kill... Wow. How do we play this? I mean, I have a Shang-Chi, so it's got to be good for me overall. I don't think we want to necessarily Killmonger, do we? I could just see us doing, like... this? Wait, does this... This wouldn't even transform though, would it? So I actually think Killmonger might be best bet. I don't know how this works. Pretty sure it wouldn't... whatever I play there wouldn't transform, so this is really bad for us overall. Please be a 1 cost. Oh no. We need to get ahead so I can just top deck the Shang-Chi would also help. Oh god. Oh lord. Demon's pretty good over here. Don't love it. Fortunately, we didn't manage to get initiative, so Pro X pretty likely from them. Okay, that I wasn't expecting. That's a really bad play because of Shang-Chi. This was a terrible play. Completely and utterly awful, actually. Never punished, man. That's really frustrating. Well, comes down to the last game. We got very unlucky here. They played very badly. Maybe they didn't play that badly, I don't know. Certainly the whole Invisible Woman on Gamma Lab didn't help our cause. GG though. All comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen, for an infinity ticket. It all comes down to this. Come on. Good hand. Very good hand. Kitty Pryde would improve it. My man is good at drawing Nebula on 1, isn't it? Shuri's Lab gotta be better for our opponent than us. My biggest concern is that they Pro X the Nebula to protect it from Killmonger. Kinda looks like the line they're going for, doesn't it? It's a bad destroy for us overall, I would say.
It's clobbering time.
Shit on it, my ordering. You flipping donut. I'm bottling it at the biggest moment. I'm absolutely bottling it right now. I'm livid with myself for that. That is just unacceptably bad. Utterly unacceptable. Truly awful. Truly, truly awful, mate. Doesn't look good. Looks like it's over. Maybe we're okay if they don't have the X. We're trying to scare them away from the play, right? I mean, Bishop like is going to get even points retroactively. That's the good news. They go for it. Shang-Chi off the top! Come on, man! Where's my Shang-Chi this whole series when I've needed it? That is really heartbreaking, man. So Nebula goes there at 12. It's very, very close. I think we're going to lose on the tiebreaker, though. Wow, it doesn't come down to a tiebreaker, unfortunately. GG. It's definitely a good deck. Seems like a pretty bad matchup. I didn't play it perfectly, but yeah, we're very close to getting the first time of asking with Sera Control, getting that infinity ticket. GG's.